Good evening, Friday night viewers, men, women, and children. As promised, I'm going to finish reading chapter 1 tonight, right now. It's been a long day and a challenging one, but you have to do what you have to do. Another thing is, as I'm doing this for the first time, I don't realize the importance of lighting, hallelujah, and setting it up in the proper angle. But I'm not a pro. I'm a professional writer. I'm a professional speaker. But I am not a professional when it comes to the absolute correct lighting, the correct everything that takes to reading a book online to people you don't know. The other thing also is when I'm doing this, and up until 24 hours later, I can see viewers. I might have 30, 50, 70, but it won't show up on my video the way it will be. It'll show 2 people, but there couldn't have been 2 people because I saw when it went up, there were people. So I don't know how any of this works, and it's really not my responsibility. If you watch, you watch. If you don't, you don't. If you share my story with your friends, I would love it, because I know it's going to help people. And I'm going to start that. I don't know how to tag friends and share to groups. I'm learning everything as I go along. And I think that's what life is about. You're learning about life as you go along. If you think you know what you're doing from one moment to the next, great. I've learned until even very recently that at any given moment, life can be turned all around, sideways, up and down, and you may not understand any of it. So I'm going to finish up chapter 1. The chapter is named The Honeymoon in Spain. And where I did leave off, we went to Spain on our honeymoon, and he proceeds to tell me that he thinks he's gay because he's had a couple of sexual encounters with men when he was in college. That happened on my honeymoon 4 months after we got married. As I said, we were frozen, we were crying, we were hysterical, we were screaming. But, as it says at the end here, were the things we had in common enough to give this marriage and our friendship another try. For those of you who aren't watching, but who may go to it another time, or I can tell you when Netflix or Hulu or Prime Video or one of you streaming services comes along, or I'm not opposed to HBO, but they aren't really where it is anymore, considering the streaming services, except if you have HBO Max. But I do know that if you do go to my website, SusanMintz.com, and you can read the back page of my book, and also everything under the media page, and everything under the personal page, you can know everything that's in this book about Susan Mintz. And that's what, as a writer, you expose yourself to the world. If you have any secrets, fine, we all have secrets. But as a writer of nonfiction, my stories are all true, because that's the only way I know how to write. I've only known how to write my stories and the stories of others, because if it touched my heart, maybe it will touch yours. So I'm going to continue now. I'm going to ending with chapter 1. Then I'll pick up with chapter 2 tomorrow. I wish I could tell you the specific times I was going on, but I can't. I can't control that. There was a time today I didn't want to go on. I came home from a very long day of doing a lot of things on my own, and I was tired, really tired. But I lied down for half an hour and said, a promise is a promise. And I promised myself that I would look into my telephone every night and talk about my story, share some hope, some faith, and some inspiration to strangers as well as friends. So here we go. We thought we'd give our marriage and our relationship and our friendship another try. Remember, I'm ending chapter 1. By 11 a.m., we had pulled ourselves together and met up with the group being his parents, friends, his godparents. We were being chaperoned by 12 different couples, but they left us alone pretty much. We were being we pulled ourselves together and met up with the group. By 1:00 p.m., we were enjoying the bullfight and had put the horror of the past night behind us. No one ever suspected a thing. We wanted to make it work. I stress that. We chose to try to make it work. We always tried to give our marriage another chance. That's what I say, don't give up before it's over. We cared about each other, and that was the foundation for our entire relationship. You didn't change, and my love didn't conquer all, but you loved me in your own special way. This is now reflecting back from when I was writing, and this is going to go a little back and forth, but it will make sense. I always wrote in my diaries, in my journals, Dear Jeff, and I always ended it, good night, my darling, because these were letters. This book is a big letter to my late husband. Now I'm here. This is later on. I'm in Boca and he's passed. And I say, though the evening air is warm, I'm so cold. The blood-red sky has disappeared and the darkness surrounds me. It's been a long time since I've thought about Spain. Now I want to take my memories and hide from them. I need to get away from the emptiness I feel. I'll crawl into bed and pull the covers tightly around my body. The last thing I remember seeing before I drifted off to sleep was the matador and the bull. Listen to this. The skilled matador had won his battle this time. My darling Jeff, the beast you fought was AIDS, and you didn't win your fight. Good night, my darling. I hope you can grasp. I'll start chapter 2 tomorrow. What I say about this is I really hope you can grasp, and I don't know if anybody really can, the magnitude to which love can go, what we can survive, what people can endure, what we put our bodies through and our minds through. We are amazing creatures. Sometimes life is cut too short, as Jeff's was. And to this day, I miss him. But I shall go forward no matter what life throws me. And I will continue until God has me take my last breath. I hope some of you have listened and have watched and have taken heed to a woman who truly loves God, who's never given up on her faith, who knows that God's not done with me yet. Oh, I feel like Flashdance, with the shoulder exposed. How sexy. Those days are over. Somebody once said, you're old when nobody looks at you, except other old people. So I'm done with chapter 1. I will start chapter 2 tomorrow. And I bid you all on this Friday Shabbat night. I wish you all shalom, hello. Shalom, goodbye. Shalom, peace. May you have some peace on this Shalom Shabbat. And I know at the other end, there are people who are very, very important. And your life matters. Don't take it lightly. Cherish your friends. And love the Lord with all your heart, and all your mind, and all your soul, and your body, and your spirit. Shalom. I'm going to hit finish, then I'm going to rewatch myself.